You know that feeling? You've finally committed. You bought the gym membership, you've got the fresh new shoes, and you're ready to build a physique that would make a Greek god jealous. You walk in, full of motivation, grab the heaviest dumbbells you can possibly lift, and start curling with the kind of form that makes physical therapists cry. You feel the burn, you feel the pump, and you think, this is it. I'm on my way to Gainesville. But what if I told you that all that sweat, all that effort, might actually be working against you? It sounds crazy, but a few common mistakes, made with the best intentions, can absolutely sabotage your muscle growth before you even get started. The good news is, they're easy to fix once you see them. So today, we're covering the 5 muscle-killing mistakes almost every beginner makes, and the science that explains why they're holding you back. First up, the cardinal sin of the new lifter, ego lifting. This is when you prioritize the weight on the bar over actually doing the exercise correctly. You see the biggest guy in the gym benching 3 plates, and you think, I should be doing that. So you load up more weight than you can handle, your form breaks down, and you end up doing something that looks more like a seizure than a bench press. Here's the thing your ego doesn't want you to hear: your muscles don't know how much weight is on the bar. They only know tension and stimulus. When your form is bad, you're not actually stimulating the target muscle effectively. You're just using momentum and recruiting every other muscle in your body to cheat the weight up. It's like trying to chop down a tree by wildly swinging the axe everywhere but the trunk. And it gets worse. A 2018 study in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that, surprise surprise, improper technique is a massive contributor to injuries. So not only are you not building muscle, you're actively paving the road to Snap City. The fix is simple: lower the weight, focus on feeling the target muscle work, and own every single rep. Perfect form with lighter weight builds more muscle than sloppy form with heavy weight, every single time. Okay, mistake number 2, the "I'll just do what feels right" workout plan. This is our friend Greg, wandering aimlessly from the leg press to the bicep curl machine, then doing a few crunches because he saw someone else do them. He has no plan, no structure, and no idea what he did last week. This is like trying to build a house by just randomly nailing boards together and hoping it doesn't fall over. Your body adapts to stress. To keep building muscle, you need to give it a reason to adapt. That reason is called progressive overload. It's the fundamental principle of getting stronger and bigger. All it means is that over time, you have to consistently increase the challenge, whether that's by adding a little more weight, doing one more rep, or performing an extra set. Without a plan, you can't track this, and if you can't track it, you can't guarantee you're progressing. A 2019 review in the journal Sports Medicine basically confirmed what bodybuilders have known for decades: progressive overload is the king of hypertrophy. So instead of wandering, find a simple, proven beginner program. Stick to it for at least 8 to 12 weeks. Track your lifts in a notebook or an app. This turns your random gym sessions into a calculated mission for muscle growth. This brings us to muscle-killing mistake number 3, treating nutrition like an afterthought. You can have the best workout plan in the world, but if you're not feeding your body the raw materials it needs to build muscle, you're just spinning your wheels. It's like hiring the world's best construction crew to build a skyscraper but only giving them a handful of bricks and a packed lunch. It's just not going to work. Everyone knows protein is important, but beginners consistently underestimate how much they actually need. The science is pretty clear on this. For people who are resistance training, the sweet spot is between 1.6 and 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. If you're not tracking your intake, you're probably not hitting this number, which means you're shortchanging your recovery and growth every single day. But it's not just about protein. You also need to be in a slight calorie surplus to build new muscle tissue efficiently. That means eating slightly more calories than your body burns. Many beginners are so afraid of gaining fat that they undereat, but you can't build a bigger house by demolishing the kitchen. Carbs for energy, fats for hormone function, it all matters. Focus on a small surplus with plenty of protein, and you'll be giving your body the fuel it needs to grow. Alright, mistake number 4 is a big one for the supermotivated crowd, thinking more is always better and completely ignoring recovery. This is the no days off mentality. You're in the gym 6-7 days a week, pushing yourself to the limit every time because you think that's what it takes. But here's the secret, you don't build muscle in the gym. You build it when you're resting. Working out creates tiny micro tears in your muscle fibers. The growth happens when your body repairs those tears, making them slightly bigger and stronger than before. That repair process requires 2 key things, time off from training, and sleep. If you're constantly training, you're just breaking down muscle without ever giving it a chance to rebuild. It's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Serious, and if you think you can just skip sleep, get ready for this. A study in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that just 1 week of sleeping only 5 hours a night dropped healthy young men's testosterone levels by 10 to 15%. That is a hormonal nosedive. Testosterone is critical for building muscle. So by skipping sleep, you are literally turning down your body's natural muscle-building machinery. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep a night, and take at least 1 or 2 rest days per week. Your body and your muscles will thank you for it. Recovery isn't lazy, it's a non-negotiable part of the process. And finally, the 5th and perhaps most destructive mistake, having wildly unrealistic expectations. Greg here has been working out for 2 weeks and he's genuinely confused why he doesn't look like the cover model on a fitness magazine. He's constantly scrolling through social media, comparing his day 1 physique to someone else's 10-year highlight reel. This is a recipe for disappointment. Building muscle naturally is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes an almost comical amount of patience and consistency. Here's a dose of reality, a beginner male doing everything right can realistically expect to gain about 1 to 2 pounds of quality muscle per month in their first year. For women, it's about half that. That's it. It's a slow, gradual process of stacking small wins over a long period of time. When you expect to look like a superhero in 30 days, you're setting yourself up to quit when it doesn't happen. The key is to fall in love with the process, not just the outcome. Celebrate getting a little stronger each week. Be proud of the discipline it takes to show up. Your body will change, but you have to give it time. A lot of time. So there you have it. The 5 big ones: ego lifting, having no plan, neglecting nutrition, skipping recovery, and expecting results overnight. They all boil down to one central theme: trying to find shortcuts where there are none. The secret to building an amazing physique isn't a secret at all. It's just doing the boring, fundamental things correctly, over and over again, for years. If you're making some of these mistakes, don't panic. Literally everyone does at the start. The goal isn't to be perfect, it's to be a little better than you were last week. So here's your one actionable takeaway from this video. Don't try to fix everything at once. Just pick one thing. Today, I want you to film yourself doing one of your main exercises, like a squat or an overhead press. Then, go find a video of a reputable coach demonstrating that same lift. Compare them side by side. Be honest with yourself. That little bit of awareness is the first step to fixing your form, lifting safer, and actually starting to build the muscle you're working so hard for. And once you've got your form dialed in, you'll need a solid program to follow. In my next video, we'll break down how to build the perfect beginner workout plan from scratch.